Well, Delana, I can see your office. I don't see you yet. Oh,
What? What? What?
can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I thought you were driving today.
We canceled this weekend. Not everything was done. The staging wasn't completed, so
Oh,
we're
I
waiting
get
on
it.
that. And so we're gonna do the open house next weekend. So I'm in a booth here at the office if y'all see people walking by. I think there's about five of us that are supposed to jump on here. Typically, everybody gets on pretty early.
Well, and they might have been trying to log on before I actually started the meeting.
There were, as a matter of fact, somebody, let me see who this was. Oh, Lori Sutton tried to jump on at 10:30, I think, request. Did 2:30 Zoom. Okay. Okay.
And my 5,000 emails open. I'm terrible. I,
Girl,
I leave end emails open
plus,
till I've done it.
yeah, plus I have, about 25 tabs open.
Yeah, well, I don't do that because I get confused if I do that.
I get so,
John does that. And I mean, I walk up to his computer and I literally was just like so overwhelmed.
hmm
Your computer would overwhelm me. Because I've
and I
got,
keep everything.
yeah, me
I
too.
keep
Every
every,
email ever. I have emails for at least probably 12 or 13 years.
Good morning,
oh,
y'all.
yeah.
Good
Hey,
morning,
Lindy. Hope you're
Mike.
feeling better.
There is Mike Battistelli.
Good morning. Let me get my microphone closer up. I don't know if you can hear me okay.
We can.
Okay. Settings.
Loved it. Did you see it?
Mike's office. Is that what we're looking at?
Am I lagging again?
Oh,
You're a
you're doing
little
good.
back.
Okay. Mike, did you get your sign done?
I've got it ordered, so it'll be done in time. They'll take 3, 4 days. I'll have it.
That's really pretty. Yeah, it looks great.
Good.
Doing your sign.
Hmm.
Who-
Oh, who's doing it? The sign company, Jill.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Jill.
am. Yeah, I'm getting
Ours.
one with my name and one with my name and Janet's because this listing is a Zillow lead that we're cooperating on Zillow in a certain zip code. So this is interesting. I got a phone call. I got a call transfer Friday night from Zillow. She's out on a cruise all week. She's not home till Sunday.
Mm,
Got a call Friday night. Showed them 4 houses Saturday in the pouring rain. Made an offer Sunday and it was accepted. So she owes me a bottle of bourbon, she said, for doing all the work on this
That's
$1 million house, which is nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Are are we going to get access to the Lux South version of Dotloop soon? Because I need to write up some paperwork, and I only have Dotloop through Parks still, and I can't have that turned off because I've got deals in process unless all of the loops come over seamlessly. But I'm in loop. I'm in Dotloop all day, and we've got a lot of things in the hopper. So I don't yet have anything but the Parks version or the entree
hold
to
on.
Dotloop.
I didn't know that was a
Admin
such
right now.
thing. I mean, I get contracts through Dot Loop as a title agent, but I didn't know that that was specific to certain brokerages.
Well, we want branded
You're
paperwork
added.
for one thing, right?
Ah,
I don't
okay.
want to sell a house and have it be branded a different brokerage.
Oh, that's true.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
I
you were
just
already migrated.
Well,
Let me.
I think there might be in the process because it's still pretty new. I only just got stuff on Wednesday.
I just
So,
assumed that was something that you did like on your own. Like so when we
Mm-mm.
log in as a title agent, it asks us to upload our logo and all that stuff. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, as the brokerage, we provide that. And
Oh,
so
okay. That's cool.
our administrative partners at Block, is the person that's, or the people that are onboarding Mike with his email address. Your dot loop, you're going to log in with your Lux South email address, Mike.
yeah.
Um,
And
and that
might already be there. I just need to try to
might
log in
already
with
be
that.
there. You could
Okay.
try that and then
I'll double
hit
check.
the reset password
Yeah.
link, but you're going to need access to your email first.
I do have that.
Okay.
I've got it
Okay. If you've
forwarding.
got that, then go ahead and try to
Okay.
log in
Okay.
with your Lux South email
I
and
don't
just
know
hit the,
when my former brokerage is going to turn the lights out. So this transition, I'll go in and check while we're waiting for others to join
yeah,
us.
yeah. We've got some others that are joining us now, I think. I can see.
Yeah. It looks like Marshall has gotten on, Zach's on.
Awesome.
We'll
Zach's
give,
on. I can't see all of y'all. I don't have it on the
um,
big
we'll give it to
screen.
about 5 after. We all know we're all about 5 minutes late most of the time.
Except Lindy.
Yeah, I'm never late to closings. Back years ago, I learned that that would kill your business. So I'm like 15 minutes early to a closing always because it's doing business, especially like in military towns. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're considered late.
Hmm.
So I learned that the hard way. It cost me business. And I was like, I'll never be late again unless it's something I cannot avoid.
Well, my father was a pastor and he was always early, but then there's my mother, who's always at least 30 minutes
I
late. I
didn't know
mean, always.
your dad was a preacher. You know, Brian's dad is a preacher.
Hmm.
Was a preacher. He's retired now.
Hmm. Nope.
That's funny.
Okay, all those whose eyes rolled, knowing that I'm a PK, I don't say it out
That's
loud.
funny. Uh, she's a preacher's kid. Y'all are actually usually not the wildest like people think. It's funny because I think the fear that is there to a certain degree, especially the age and days we were raised in. You just didn't do that stuff. Your parents might actually kill you, or you thought they would.
Mm, that's true.
Yeah, these teenagers today,
You,
no, they have no fear.
I had a healthy fear of my father.
That's what I'm saying. It's a healthy fear.
Mm,
All right.
favorite person on earth.
So I'm going to get started. So I want to go over with you guys real quick. Two of the things we offer a lot of things because we believe in bringing value. So customer service and a good closing, all of that is standard. That should be my competition standard. What do you offer besides that? So the theory is bring massive value, earn the business, and help you grow your business so it helps us grow our business. The one thing that's very important, especially to Lindy as a broker, is that we have a legal team and run a law office here in conjunction with our title company. We do all business law, estate law, anything surrounding property and business, we do it. We do estate work, we do probates, we do wills, we do trust. I've done about 7 trusts this week. We also do partition sales, things of that nature. We also help you if you get a complaint to track. Let's hope you don't. But so that's one of the major things that we do. We serve as your legal expertise. So when your broker isn't able to answer a question because of legal questions on it, we want you to call us. We want to be your knee jerk for those questions. So the other thing that we do is we actually have a 17 touch system that is an Excel closing system that allows you from the point of contact till the policy walks out the door, we touch you and your client 17 times. And I actually have all that in a document that you guys will get this recording and the follow-up docs to it. I think Lindy has a set of those. We also offer EC purchasing that you can sign up for that gives you big discounts on telephones, car rentals, hotels, anything that is a corporate discount, you would get that same corporate discount. So two of the things that we purchased for our agents when I looked around the United States, or me and John, when we looked around the United States, said, what can we do to help these agents grow their business? We looked at all kinds of things. We looked at Zillow. We looked at this. We looked at that. We looked at calling leads. And we decided that these two things we were willing to pay for our agents for them to get their business. So the first one that I'm going to show you is similar to, let me share my screen here. I'm not going to lie, I'm not real good at this part, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. Now you should see a screen that says real estate marketing built for agent success. Do you see that?
You do.
Okay, making sure I put the right screen in there. I'm not the best at this. It's not, I've done closings through Zoom, but meetings and stuff, I like in person. I'm not going to lie. I just like a personal touch. So anyway, this is going to tell you create an account and we have to sign you up. I think I've signed every one of your agents up though, Lindy. But they probably got an email through Breakthrough Broker and they thought, what is that? This is more spam. So if they want to look in their emails for Breakthrough Broker, it's probably there. And if not, they can shoot me an email. So I'm going to log into it because I'm going to just give you a rundown of exactly what everything does. It's got my login, my password in because this one is catered to me and I do use it on my marketing platforms. If you friend me on Facebook or on Instagram, me personally, you're going to see that I push these items. I also push these on Bell Law Settlement Services page. Just because it's not only good for just agents, it's also good in general for real estate. So I've logged in. The top left should say Breakthrough Broker, Marketing Center, Business Center, Articles. So Marketing Center, I'm going to click that for you and kind of show you what it does. So there's two steps to this particular system, Breakthrough Broker. The basic, which is what we pay for you. It's like $400 a month, and then we add our agents. And the premium. If you want to use the premium, I think it's like $13 a month for you to sign up or something. So under Marketing Center, this is all the things it will do for you. It'll create your postcards, your flyers, brochures, door hangers, social media, presentations, video, marketing letters, thank you cards. I mean, it literally does everything. Business cards. But I'm just going to start to show you quickly what you can use it for. So I'm going to click social media and it's going to take me, it's a social media. Are you want to showcase a listing, an open house? Are you prospecting? Are you self-promoting? What are you doing? So I'm going to show you self-promotion. So if I click on self-promotion, welcome to the team, which I hate clicking on this, I'm not going to lie. And I choose start creating. Because I've uploaded all of my headshot, all my contact information, all my logos, then there it is. It's that easy. Now you get to the top right, you'll notice it's a free download. That's what I do and post it to my social media. Or you can click share right here. And if you've joined your social medias, it'll share across all your platforms. So that's one of the things that I love about it because it gives me a handful of marketing things that is not a lot of work for me. So I'm going to take you back to the other options. So let's say I want to do a flyer. So it says listing, open house, mailable flyers, community reports, prospecting, self-promotion. So it says, hey, what do you want to do? So the free items are all of these items that don't have that yellow star on them. So this one would be like housing stats, community reports. Let's just say we're going to have an open house. I'm going to click on this one. I say I'm going to click. And it says select, start creating button, visit a third-party site, a QR code, blah, 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 blah. Gives you all your instructions. Features, tells you what it does. Delivery methods, how you can send it out. So notice it says it's got a free PDF or PNG. You can send it to an email list or ship print to yourself. So we're going to say start creating. And this does the open house completely for you. And notice to the top left over here, under Breakthrough Broker, it says MLS lookup. If you put your MLS number in there for your listing, it populates this flyer completely for you. It just creates it from your MLS listing with AI technology. So that's just one of the benefits. So you can do the same thing, free download, share to your social media, order prints that you want for your listing, or just download it and print it at your copier, I guess, unless you want it on glossy or something. So I'm going to go back and show you one more thing on this that I think on this particular product that I think you will like is postcards. So say you want a just sold. You click on the postcard, just sold, pick whatever one you want. Gives you the features, everything it'll do for you, the delivery methods, mail to a list. Notice that, mail to a list. That's so amazing. So click start creating. Because in a minute, I'm going to show you how to get those lists. So here, I hate that picture. Does anybody really like the picture of themselves though? Okay, so here it's going to do to the left, your MLS lookup. It's going to automatically import that in there. You can download it, order prints, or you can direct mail it. So if you choose direct mail, it's telling me, hey, lady, it's telling me you didn't look at the other side. It's basically, two-sided. So there's the second side. So it says, hey, do you want to mail to a list or do you want to pick the address mapping? So then you would do the address mapping for yourself. So you would put in whatever listing that you did. So it says, hey, check this proof again. And it says, hey, review and then that's where it asks you for the address. Because that's where I'm sitting at this moment. And then it says on the right, do you want to do these to owner occupied? Do you want to do these to tenant occupied? Do your built bedrooms, whatever it is you're prospecting for. So it's automatically, you can choose that you want it only to go to the tenant and not the owner. Amazing stuff. So I'll go back and show you just a couple things on this real quick because I like it. I'm very nerdy. I love numbers and things like that. So go to Business Center because you're all, as Lindy will tell you that I made a post yesterday about being self-employed and running your own businesses. You're all running your own businesses. So business management, it's got things to do if you're a new agent, daily success flow, the best to-do list. Um, these are all things for new agents, sphere of marketing, how, weekly planner. It literally has 28 items in there. Webinars that you can watch and share with your team, that allows you to do business planning, social media planning. So it does, Facebook post planner. It does just a calendar. If you have somebody that runs your social media for you, they may do that. But notice over here it says business management, new agent, social media. It does. I have some articles. The need to know for agents. They do update training all the time. So you'll get 3 or 4 emails a month and stuff that you can pass through to own to your sphere of influence. So that's kind of Breakthrough Broker in a nutshell. Does anybody have any questions about Breakthrough Broker? I know it's better to get in there and then you can email me the questions, because it's hard when you've not used something before and you're like, oh, I don't know. But I think it's very, very user friendly. I even taught a 78-year-old agent who doesn't really use a lot of stuff, how to use this yesterday. And he actually completed it. So I think it's very user friendly. Any questions? Okay, moving right along. Let me find the other.
I have just a quick little comment on
Yeah.
that. That is, guys, you are able to download those, and she's going to show you the customer lists or the farming list here in just a few minutes. But if you're working in breakthrough broker and you are looking at sending out something that's through there, you can download that copy and copy it into your follow-up boss along with the CSV file that you are accumulating over in Breakthrough Broker and put it into your follow-up boss. So that everything is integrated inside of your follow-up boss instead of having, oh, I've got this over here in Breakthrough Broker, but then I have this over here in follow-up boss. You are able to do that. I can show you how to do it if you're not familiar with that part of it. We're just making a lot of tools available to you.
Yeah. And it's almost, we have so much, it's almost overwhelming at times. It's like drinking from a fire hose. You'll get wet, but you'll still be thirsty. So I fully expect, if you want a one-on-one to show you how to integrate this into your marketing plan, I'm happy to do that. Anybody that works here is happy to do that. So let's go to the other screen. Now you should see a map.
Not yet. There we go.
Okay. I'm like, it's always a Russian roulette when I do it, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is an amazing technology. It is quite pricey for us, but it does so many amazing things. If you don't work your business any other way than this right here, you are going to get listings. Even if you didn't social media or anything. This is, to me, this is the knowledge that you need to detail what you're looking for to put boots on the ground. And I'm a doer. So, I also name, if you know Disc Profile, I'm a D. I'm a grinder. So let's go to up here. So you'll notice the
And
first one.
I'm an ID.
Yeah, you're a grinder too. Property search. So click property search, put in whatever address you're looking for. I'm going to do the house I grew up in just because it's a great area to farm for me to show you anyway. I'm not saying, hey, go farm this area because I don't know. So notice when I put in that address, it started auto-populating. It knew. So it's pulling from Google Maps, things of that nature. So it gives you the address. This is just a quick rundown. Sold in last in 1998 for 65.2. This is who owns it. You know, this is the map and parcel, square foot, anything it can give you, it will give you. Here's where it gets fun. See this little wheel right here, the little gear? Click that, and it says, hey, would you like a profile with comps? Do you want a detailed view? You want a comparable view? Do you want to do a net sheet? Do you want a phone and email for this? Yeah, you're about to be in love with it. Hang on. So we're going to click profile with comps. So it's going to generate a complete property profile with the comps. So it tells you in this area, the median price was 285, high price was 380, low price 167, and gives you the comps. So now if we say generate profile, it'll ask me in just a second, what do I want to do with that profile? Says, hey, do you want to view it or do you want to email it straight from here? We're going to view it, so you'll see what it looks like. These are really great to take to listing appointments, in my opinion. So this does property profile report. Of course, it says who owns it because that's who you're having the listing with. Hopefully, that's who you're having the listing with. Prepared by, and it'll have all your info here. So if you've put in your info and your logo and stuff, it'll have you there. It's branded to you, not to me. So if you scroll down, all of the kind of the things that it showed us a while ago but it's going to be more detailed. So here's where it's going to say owner information. Then you're going to find out, is the owner living there? Because the mailing address and the site address may be different. And I'll show you how to use that to your benefit in just a few minutes. Gives you the property characteristics, which I know y'all love that stuff. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2,500 square foot. Recent sales, it gives you the last transfer and how much it was for. Assessment information, which I know you can get those on your own. But it's nice to have it all in one little package and have, you know, the spotted on the map. Then it gives you the mortgage information. So whatever mortgage is of record, it's going to give it to you. So recording date was December 28, 2004. That loan amount was 75.2. So now we know how much she owes and what kind of equity she has. So we're going into, here's what I think I can get you. Here's what I think your bottom line will possibly be. So the next one is, when did she purchase it? Again, the last purchase before her. And then it gives you even an amortization schedule for that mortgage. So if you know she took that mortgage in 04, you could go down the number of years and kind of know what she should owe on it now. Then You
didn't show me this the other day.
it didn't pull up on this. We were looking at, that's
Okay.
why I didn't pick this property, because there's no mortgage here. Not to be all thrilled, we rent. Don't y'all get happy and go, oh, you own office space on West End? No, we rent. I'd love to own this building, but they're never going to let this building go. Neighborhood comps, it spots them. Where are they in relation? And I can tell you, since I grew up there, those are perfect comps for that house. I didn't grow up there. I went to high school there. Subject property gives you all of those. Then as you scroll down, it gives you the detailed information for those comps, so that when you're showing it at a listing, you can explain to them why that is a comp. Area sales analysis. Then it gives you even more comps. It gives you additional comps in case you think, hey, that's out of range. It'll give you what's going on in that neighborhood. 2012, 2011, 2010, 2011. And that's basically what it does on the property profile report. It's amazing stuff. It's free to you to get. Takes you a couple minutes to get it, and I think it's a great listing tool. One of the things we do for you as you take a listing, we do what's called an O&E report, an ownership and incumbents report, and this kind of is very similar. Ours is just more detailed and gives you copies of the docs. So if you go back, we're going to choose some other things. So that's the property search. Next, we're going to go on to the farming. So I'm just going to do this as a radius search because I find that just easiest for me to use. You can do boundary or area. We're going to choose radius. It says, hey, you're fixing to lose what you're doing. I'm okay with losing that. So we're going to choose that. We're going to pick the same address to pin because that's an address I want to target market. And it's as easy as going down here and dropping a pin and saying, okay, I want all of this area. Okay. So you pick whatever area. And if you chose the other one, and it would be square or whatever you picked. So up here, you want to say add filters. This is where this gets real fun. General is just going to do county and stuff, but here's what it does do. If you'll notice down here where it says ownership investing, that's important to you. Individual owner or company owned, that's important to you. You can choose unit or apartment number. That's important to you.
Guys, this is really the only system out there where it's going to do two things for you. If you're doing a rent versus buy, or you're doing buyer seminars inside of these apartment complexes, these individual unit numbers are not readily available. As a matter of fact, there's only probably 4 to 5 systems out there that will give you this information. So it's a powerful tool if you're doing those buyer seminars or a rent versus buy scenario. And it also will give you not just the management company names of these apartment complexes in another tool that she's going to show you in a few minutes. It will give you the actual owners of these complexes. So if you're a commercial agent or an agent that deals with apartment complexes, multifamily stuff, this is a powerful tool.
It really is. It's amazing. I mean, I've been in the business since 96, and I've never seen a system that could do this. So also notice up here where it says owner occupied, that filters off. I can say, I don't want it owner occupied, or I do want it owner occupied. Right now, I just have the filter off. Property characteristics, it's going to give you what you're looking for. You know how many bedrooms that you want to list or what you target. If you target the upper crust, that's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, assessment and taxes. This is going to be more target marketing. So other, you can search by these things also and put that in additional. Custom filters is what I really like. So out-of-state mailing address. So then it's an investor, right? Or it's non-owner occupied. Ownership, non-owner. Full sale in the last 12 months. An empty nester. Have they owned it for more than 30 years? So they're probably going to downsize. Or if you're an investor and that's something you're looking for, that's, definitely boots on the ground for investors. I don't really know about this, even house numbers, odd house numbers, unless you were just looking on one side of the road that was like on the lake. So here's where it gets real fun. The premier data, which this also is twofold. We pay the general for you to get on here and download whatever you need. But the next section, if you want these items, you either have to put in a credit card or we have to transfer money onto your account. And if you close loans with me, I'm glad to give you $25, $50 every now and then to help you grow your business and to give me more deals. You know what I mean? Of course I would. Premier Data. Hold on to your pants. Mortgage info. So, you can put in, this is great. A lot of my loan officers are using this for refinances right now because they can go in and put in, like, for instance, one I did yesterday. He said, hey, show me one that is greater than 6. Show me all the ones since 2021 that were greater than 6%. And he pulled a great list off of there. Now, I'm not going to do it for you just because I don't think this is what you're after. But in case you are,
Let me
this is
ask,
something
can
you
I
want
ask
to
you,
share with
can
your
I
loan officers.
can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
So can we pull this by loan type, for instance, a VA loan?
Yes.
So guys, this is a great tool if you want to reach out to your service members and
See right here
acknowledge
where it says
them.
first loan type, FHA, FHA reverse. That would be a good one. Private party, VA. Private party would be a good one. Those hard money loans. They need, if they need to get out of those hard monies. And we do
So
we do hard
so
money
I
here.
did this. I did this for veterans. I did a veterans breakfast in certain neighborhoods, and I targeted those VA loans in order to get my preliminary list. Not everybody uses their benefits, but it's a great list to start with to acknowledge those veterans.
Yeah, it gives you somewhere to go. So the next thing is leads. And this is where, so say you want to target people that have recently had liens filed against them. Because if they've got a lien filed against them, that tells me a handful of things. They're not paying their bills. They probably need to sell their house at some point. Um, it tells me all kinds of things. So this targets, which do what you want with it, but affidavit of death. So if you can put in affidavit of death and put date, what dates you want to do, see other fields, insert date, and it'll give you anytime a death record has been done so that you can market that area for somebody has passed away. They may need to sell that house now. So that's one thing. Bankruptcy, cash buyers, less pendances. Those are pending lawsuits. That could be anything, to be honest with you. Notice of default, foreclosure list. So I'm going to choose notice of default. Okay. Data filing. I'm going to say, give me, so like this one, you can pick on or before, in between these dates. I'm going to just say last month's. I'm going to say, give me the last 24 months. Then notice here where it says suppress or omit records already saved. So if you already have them in a list, it's not going to pull it. Or you can say limit records. So what I'm going to do is say get count. I don't remember what my span was. Let's hope something shows up because it's defaults. As we know, those just started again. I always know when foreclosures are happening on the title side because title policies, we don't get notified, but if they're searching for something and there's an unreleased mortgage or something, we get a notification. So that's how I know that foreclosures are picking up. Are they just wow? No, I don't think so at this moment, but I am seeing more of those. So for
Oh yeah.
this, notice of defaults in that area that I just showed you, it says, hey, there's 33 properties in the last 24 months. Now, if you're going to target mark that, you may want only 6 months or 3 months because 24 months ago, it's probably been foreclosed. Well, not always. It just means that, hey, they may have called it up since then, or, whatever put them in default maybe has been rectified and they fixed it now. But here's where you're going to really go, oh, wow. So it says, hey, it'll give me 33 properties. So if I wanted to do that, I could do that. But what I'm going to do, not only am I going to get my 33 properties, but I'm going to click this next thing that says phone and emails. Do I just want phone numbers? Do I just want emails? Do I want both phones and emails? So I'm going to click phones and emails because I want to call these people. I want to smile and dial. I want to mail them stuff. I want to call them. I want to email them. I want to reach out and touch people. So I can say get count. And it says, hey, all 33 of those properties to get the list and get the phone and emails if they have them available is $5.61. And you have 33 leads of foreclosures. So it's a really amazing, amazing, amazing system. Now, what were you asking me about a while ago, Lindy? Oh, the owner occupied stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and show you that in a minute, just because I'll have to pull up this property to show you what we mean. So that's the farming section, and you can save your farms, save searches, whatever you've done, your net sheets. Statistics is the same thing. It's going to give you a very similar what it gives you in that property profile report, but maybe you're not needing a whole property profile report. It'll give you, which that's across the lake. We know across the lake is not always the same. It'll do that same statistics. Hey, what's the amount of homes? Non-owner ratio. Is it a rental area? So that's kind of, you guys know what statistics are. I think we could probably move along. Buyer cost estimate. This is wonderful. It's one of the best ones that I've ever seen, and we pay for a calculator that's on our website. If you go to our website, bellsettlement.com, the right bottom has a little calculator, and that one does amazing things. This one does a lot of stuff. So Tennessee, I'm going to just say Davidson County, the city's Antioch, zip code 37013, $250,000. The loan type's conventional. Calculate now. Here's where it's really great. So you can put your estimated closing dates in, prorated taxes. So, hey, do you know what the taxes are? Let's say they're $1,000 a year. Do you know what the monthly HOA fee is? Let's say it's $25. Maybe if you're rural somewhere, not Nashville, it's like 500. So it does your closing cost, other costs. Say you got a home warranty there and they want to buy a home warranty. So here, if you kind of know, if you've gotten with your loan officer, if you kind of know, hey, this is the amount they've got to put down. I'm just throwing in numbers, y'all. The earnest money's $500. They've got $12,500 to put down. Here's going to be their loan amount. Here's what their loan officer says their rate's going to be. Here's the term. It gives you the principal and interest, the prepaids, everything. So let's say generate PDF. And I have a pop-up blocker, so I have to do a couple of steps to make it let me look at it. So view PDF. So notice how this is still branded to me, but that would be all branded for you for a buyer estimate, whoever you're preparing it for. And it does the breakdown of this is what the principal is, this is what the HOA is, settlement services, other expenses that could be incurred, your new loan amount, prepaid items, about what they're going to bring to closing. It's not a tool for you to just say, hey, this is what it's going to be, but here's a good estimate and a snapshot of what closing costs are going to be, because that's always there. with knowledge is power. People who I think get scared in the buying process because they're scared that this is going to happen or something's going to come out of the blue. They don't understand the steps. So that's what I love about this. So moving right along now. This is the same thing as the property profile report, which I'm going to show you so that I can show you that same. Let me go back here so I can show you what Lindy was talking about. So notice how it starts to populate. I'm going to do search. And we're going to do that property profile report on this because this is a commercial space. So it looks a little different. So it, gave me like one comp. You would have to put in your stuff. So I'm going to tell it to generate a profile. And here's why. And it has a commercial section if you want to only work commercials. Things are just not fast enough for me. Click here to view your report. And this is what she meant about. It tells me who owns this property. Okie dokie Investments. I know who that is. It's Frederick. Mailing address. So this is Frederick's mailing address. 3825 Bedford Avenue, Suite 102. Then it gives me the site address. So Lindy and I, when I showed the system to her, she had another agent on that was looking for apartments. And it did that same thing. It told you the mailing address for the owner versus the property management company, which is great. So that's one more thing that it does. The last little walkthrough that I'm going to show you is this drop-down box kind of goes over all the things together. O&E quick check. So that's kind of like what I told you about an ownership and encumbrance report. Remember how it showed us that one thing? It's that. The net sheet, this is a net sheet calculator like any net sheet you've used that gives you, what's the bottom line. Phone and email, detailed views, comparable, farming, nearby neighborhoods, and profile with comps. So if you combine this system with the system I just showed you, or any other system that you use, because you export this list, you can even choose to not get the phone and emails and the list costs you nothing. It's great. It's amazing data, and I love data. I look at marketing as if you're just marketing into the world, that's shotgun marketing. If you're looking for things specifically, that's laser marketing, laser target marketing. So, I truly believe, if you fish in the lake, you're only going to catch the biggest fish that lake holds, right? If you fish in the ocean, you're going to catch, hopefully, not the biggest thing in the ocean. But the point being is the gear that you fish with in the lake is very different than the gear you would fish with in the ocean. So to me, this system is the difference. You're gearing up and arming yourself with the need to know information to help you provide yourself better marketing, better leads for yourself. Because we all know you can buy leads, you can do the Zillow thing. No, we're not going to argue and fight about Zillow. But you can buy leads, you can do all the things, and so many of other people are buying those same leads. Or you pay X amount of dollars. I couldn't tell you how many times I've paid for leads for agents, and they said, I literally got nothing out of that. And I say, okay, well, why? Does the list not work? Are you not working? Some of it's, um, it's true, depending on the agent. But I've given this particular system to one of my known agents that I know make the calls, and she's already gotten 5 listings just from her target marketing. So I guess it really depends on how you want to use it and what it works for your business. But it's great systems that we provide for you. And like I said, if you close with us, I'll be glad to give you 10, 15, $20 here and there, to get you some phone numbers and to help you out. That's you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Does anybody have any questions about this system? No. So I'm going to show you real quick. Make sure y'all let me know if the screen changes because I need to know it changes. So you should be on our website at the moment. Is that what you're seeing?
Yep.
So we have all the things like anybody else. Leadership team, I'll click on that just for a minute. Che Mock, if you've never met Che, he does his real estate here, but Che is actually a sports attorney. He writes sports contracts. Coleslaw belongs to Sasha, and mine, let me see. I can't lift that enough for y'all to see the dog sitting over there. There's a dog in my massage chair. Um, me, COO partner, I don't really know. I'm head bottle washer. I'm problem solver. I'm your junk drawer. When you have a problem, you call me. And I may not be able to exactly fix it, but I'll get you a vehicle to go where you're wanting to go. John Bell, John has lived many lives. John is very methodical in his thinking. He's a very kind person. He's done insurance like homeowners insurance and car insurance in the past. When I met him, he was a loan officer, but that was a million years ago, y'all. So I watched John become an attorney. Neeraj Van Mali, and John graduated from National School of Law. I couldn't tell you where Che graduated from. I'm sure it's somewhere prestigious, just because of him. He runs out of 3 states, New York, Tennessee, and Florida. Neeraj, he does most of our probate and estate work. And then Sasha Qualkenbush is just an ass kicker. She is, Lindy, you're smiling, but
I know she is. I know
she
Sasha
is.
very well.
Yes, she is very
She's really
serious.
good at commercial
Yes,
also.
she's
She does.
extremely good at commercial, but if say I got into something and I was like, hey, y'all are gonna have to represent me, I've messed up here, I'm calling Sasha because she said, she signs every letter, govern yourself accordingly. And she knows her stuff. She is amazingly beautiful, and intelligent, and just, I want to say she went to Columbia. Um,
And about that much sarcasm.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love her.
Yeah, it's not so resources. It does the video library. It's great for the video library is great for you to share with your buyers and things. We do military and veterans give back. My husband is a veteran. My daughter is a veteran. My oldest one. Services what we do. Order title. You can order title right from here and upload your contracts. It's also a good way if somebody wants to send something secured, they can just choose this file and hit submit and it comes through encrypted. Deposit, we believe in taking your money. We've got every way in the world to take your money. We have payload that will do it where they put in their checking account. We have earnest that will do it where they put in a debit card. And you can even take a picture of it and text it to me, and I can upload it through my bank that way. Because you no longer have to have physical check to deposit. So I will take your money in any form that you want to give me money. Just like any female you've ever met. I love to take your money. That was a dry joke. I'm sorry, Lindy, if that hurts your feelings.
That's
Lindy's
great.
like, I don't know. I've always made my own money. So
Well, it really does help.
it helps a
with.
lot because people are saying, "Oh, I got to mail that earnest money check." No, you don't.
Yeah, and guys, I don't know if everyone is aware, but we do not hold earnest money at our brokerage. I'm from Texas, and it, that's not allowed in Texas. So we're just we're allowing the title companies to hold the earnest. If you've got a builder or a seller that just wants
All
them
right.
to hold the earnest, that's great. But we have waived our earnest money
I
depositing
can't think
system.
honestly, I can't this day and age, I can't think of any brokerage that really wants to hold the earnest money because
Yeah,
it's
we don't. We want
responsible.
the attorneys to interpret the contract, not the real estate brokers or licensees. So
Yeah.
we
I
just
like for
really
you
rely
to
on
let
them.
me hold your client's money so that me and you can make decisions about what needs to happen next.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Any questions? I will tell you, we have an in-house searcher. So if you sent me an address at 12 o'clock today and you needed a quick search on it, I could have it back to you within probably an hour or two, depending on the day. Do I want you doing that to me and my staff all the time? Of course not. But it can happen. If you send me a contract, today and said, hey, this is free and clear. We found a buyer and another buyer fell out and we need it closed tomorrow. Um, I can do that. Just now, we do send out notices on free and clear properties. I'm sure all of you have been made aware of fraudulent sellers. So we actually serve notice to the registered address on the trustee site and the property address saying that the home's being sold if it's free and clear. Um, we have verify ID. We verify everyone's ID. If you ever need that before you go out to a listing appointment, we are happy to do it for you. I did have an agent that she didn't use that, and now she will use it every time because he was a registered sex offender. So please protect yourself. Uh,
Yes, and I'll do that for you guys also. If you're not a part of Greater Nashville Association of Realtors, if you are a part of GNR, you do have the Forewarn app. So you can download that. It's the same login as your login for RealTrax, and you're able to download and log into that Forewarn. But if you're one of our agents and you're going to be showing a property, or if you're listing a property and you just want to make sure that this is the person, this will give us name, address, emails, prior histories, all of that stuff. So we do want you to be safe out there regardless. So let me know if you ever need that. I'm happy to send you a screenshot or the data on the person. So
yeah,
thank you so much, Delana. This
you're
is
very
Delana
welcome.
Lawton with Bell Law and Settlement Services, and their physical location is actually off of West End. They do mobile closings. They do. Oh, Delaney, you're also doing online closings as well, right?
Yeah, we do Ron, I always say have car will travel. We actually opened a new Hendersonville office. We actually anywhere there's a WeWork space or whatever, we use those a lot. We don't mind going to the customer's home. I've got one I've got to do this afternoon in Gallatin because it's just a little old lady and I'm not running her around. Um,
Yeah.
but we also, so you're aware, we have Tennessee, Kentucky, Colorado, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. We're licensed in all those states to do title work. So
Awesome.
I know a lot of you, do multiple states, especially if you're on the Tennessee, Kentucky line. Um,
Yeah. Okay, well, guys, barring any other questions, unmute real quick if you've got a question. And it looks like Mike unmuted. Mike,
I just want to say thanks. It was great. I look forward to using these tools, and
yeah, you're very
it's a
welcome.
robust tool set. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. I am very, and Lindy will tell you, I am very frugal with money. You will pry money out of my cold, dead hands. I'm just one of those. I'm like, nah, you ain't getting my money. For me to step up and pay for something like this, screams volumes because I'm like, I ain't paying for that mess. But yeah, so
Well, there's just a whole lot out there for us as realtors. And
right.
so
Yeah.
really looking into the system. Of course, I was a Fidelity agent many years ago, and the system is produced by Fidelity as well. But they've really made it into a robust system. That's the reason why I wanted us to jump on this Zoom and get a hold of this toolbox because I really feel it's of great value in farming for us. There's just a lot of information now available that we did not get inside of this app before. One thing that she did not show you, there is a commercial side to this farming app. So you are able to see the owners on the commercial side of it. If it's multifamily, you're not just going to get the list of the managers of the property. So if you're a
Yeah, I didn't have a
multifamily agent,
property address to stick in there.
yeah, we did that the other day, and information is all there. You're able to see the LLC, has a link in there to the agents for the LLC, and it's just an amazing product. So thank you guys so much for attending this. And if you have questions about the site, I'm available, or Delana is also available. As well. So I think all of you probably have her signature line and her email address. If you need her, then just reach out. And we really appreciate Bell Law stepping up to be a preferred title company with
Oh,
Lux
cool.
South Realty. So, yeah, we look forward to a great partnership with them. And thank you guys so much for attending. And we will see you soon.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thanks.